Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shaw. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on the opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
Straight to the air here. It's Young. cuffs. This is Xavier Leggett. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 32. 10.
Right back to Leggett. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
On play action, here's Young. Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Running in the red zone. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers finish off their opening drive.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shuck working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Now Shuck to throw. Getting Olave on the slant. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Or they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
10 yards on the pickup.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this second and inches. Off the play action, Chuck. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They'll run the toss to Kamara. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. E.J. Wanham gets there to haul him down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. This is Devin Neal with it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Shuck now on 1st down. It's caught left side by Hill. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Caught by his back, Camaro. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the start of the 2nd. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Prater on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. Gallup. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Bronco. And jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go, set. Right, 95.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. Past the 35. 20, 15. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Chuck now from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 45, 1. Ready.
On the counter, Dowdle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
50, green.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Hut. Block 40. Ready.
1st and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
On target to his back, and we go Dowdle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
10 block. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Danny Stutzman comes up with it. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
Pretty even match in this 1st half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Throwing from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third down, here's Shuck. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Red 38. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ready. Yellow 22.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready. Right. 95.
Out of the gun, Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quincy Riley picks it. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
First down now, ball at the 33. Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. To throw, Shuck. He finds Bailey working downfield here. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. He beams one deep right side. This is brought in at the 15. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. To throw again here. It's Shuck. This one's caught. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Chuck working from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now Prater on to send it away. He gets with a return here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43. Ready?
It's Young. The throw here on first. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. The distance, but headed well left. No good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Prater on to send it away. He gets with a return here. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
45, right. Ready.
On play action, here's Young. Finds him on the crossing route. Breaks through and breaks away. Keeps himself upright. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Yellow, 22. Set.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yards in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Young working from the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers tie this game at 21. Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. On play action, here's Shuck. Buying some time right. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shuck looking to pass here. Screen here for Kamara. All right, short of the markers for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Off the play action. Chuck. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Trevor Wallace has it. Well, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought 1st half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just 1 snap later.
Here we go. Clock 40.
Now bring a tight end in motion right. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Ready. Blue 32.
Play action now. Young. Oh, no. They get him yet again. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Kamara gets it on the draw. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Chuck now on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throwing again on second down. Here's Shuck. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key talent kept off the scoreboard, Brock. We'll see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Fights his way through a tackle. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And going play action. Young. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Young to throw here on third. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. Well, they scramble back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
And, hey, we see held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. And start things off with a run by Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Chuck now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trevin Wallace has it. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Now Shuck coming off that pick. And this one is launched downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Panthers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it fine like they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So at the 20, here's second and 10. Off the play fake, gets Young. Headed out right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
On third down, it's Young. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice strong effort there on that return to take us to the end of this quarter. So we're through three here. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. First and 10 from the 32. Running behind center with Camara. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Shotgun snap to Shuck. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First and 10. Here's Shuck. Brought in close to the 8. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a fourth-quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. Now Prager on to send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 52 points. Ready?
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready. Red, 38. Ready.
Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Young looking to throw. That's caught. Jimmy Moore Jr. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
10. 33. Yellow.
Out of the gun, Young. On the move, headed right. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready. 50 red. 50 red.
Looking to throw. And he's off him up there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. This will be from 52 yards. Got all of it, and this is good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I don't think I'm alone. I don't think I'm the only one thinking about that earlier missed kick as that one sailed through the uprights. Now it's incumbent upon this team to find yet another way to score.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They run it from the gun with Kamara. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here, 2:08 on the clock.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Fits it through the middle. He has this down to the 34. So the defense gave him the clock a little bit. So they call a timeout just before our 2-minute warning. 2:04 to go. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. They'll run now with Neal. He's got it in the red zone. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Kamara. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. About 4 yards for him on that run. More distance than that left, though, on 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. This one's caught. And he's going to be stopped on 3rd and goal, so a big choice to make now on 4th down. Let's see how this penalty flag affects things. So the flag is declined, and now, Brock, they got to figure out what they want to do on 4th and goal. All right, get that popcorn ready. It's 4th and goal late. Here he is to throw. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
32. Ready?
Back to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Ready. Yellow. 1-2.
Setting up to pass. For big yards on the right side. He's going to have them up to that 23. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. One final shot here. Buys time, rolling right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.